Everybody, welcome to Acting from All Angles. I'm so excited to be here. Today we are going to be talking about these and how they relate to acting. You're like, what? What does it have to do with acting? But we're actually going to be talking about getting traction as an actor. But first, let me introduce myself to you. My name is Julianne Lichty Stratton, and I am the creator of Actors in Action, Conservatory of Film and Theater, where we empower the passionate actor with the craft and skills to have a serious acting career. Hi, everybody. I'm so glad you're here. Ashley is here. Ashley, how are you? We miss you. I know you got my email, so come back, come back. So we're going to talk about these today. These are little things that you strap on your shoes. They're not crampons like my big video is, the ones with the big teeth. I mean, the picture that I saw, great. Actually wanted some to walk in the snow, and I went into REI and I was like, can I get some crampons? They're like, are you an ice climber? And I'm like, no, I just want to walk in the snow. And they're like, oh, maybe you need these. I was like, okay. So you put your heel right here and you put this over your toe and you just stretch it on your shoe. And it makes it so you can walk in the snow, because it's been snowing, hella snow in here in Utah lately, which is awesome. But I usually take my dogs on a walk through the backyard. We've got the Jordan River in our backyard, so we just go out the gate and then go around over a bridge and we walk on the trail, and it's beautiful. But it was snowing so badly, and some of you know I hurt my shoulder the other day slipping a month ago with the dogs on a walk. So I wanted to be careful, so I put these on. And they were so much fun. I didn't slip or anything. I just was like, boom, 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 moving through the snow. And I was like, you know what? What does this have to do with acting? It has a lot to do. Getting traction with acting. Getting traction. So I have a little story today. So much fun. A little parable, sort of. Christy's here. Christy, I love you. Great to see you. So we all know the magnificent movie Strictly Ballroom. Yes, I love that movie. I love Baz Luhrmann. I just think he's so amazing. Moulin Rouge, just like, I love his theatrical, big, beautiful shows. They're incredible. So in Strictly Ballroom, we've got Fran. I believe that's her name, right? And she's like the cliched, pimple-faced, big glass-wearing, ugly girl who can't dance, and she just wants to be a ballroom dancer. And they've got all these great dancers around her, and she's got that hot guy, I don't remember his name, but he's like the star dancer, right? And clearly she's got a crush on him. And what happens? She has no traction as a dancer. She's like not very good, and she doesn't do it very well. But then she comes from this great background. I think it's a Spanish background. They do flamenco, right? And so she knows how to dance that. And then she somehow gets this opportunity to dance with the hot, amazing, amazing ballroom dancer guy. And he sees the flamenco stuff and loves it. And, you know, he's trying to revolutionize ballroom dancing and keep the tyrants out, which apparently there's a lot in ballroom dancing. And so they start working together. And she gets better and better, and they practice and they practice and they practice. And she pulls stuff from her real life, all this Spanish influence and the flamenco and all that kind of stuff. And they get really good. And at the end, they win the grand prize. Well, I don't know if they win, because doesn't he get disqualified? But because they're doing all these fancy moves they shouldn't do. But the point is they do end up revolutionizing ballroom. And Paso Doble, Christy says, that's right. Yes, the Paso Doble. And at the end, the entire crowd, even though they've been sort of disqualified or whatever, comes down from the audience, and everybody's dancing, and it's love is in the air, you know, so amazing. And they triumph, and we triumph, because we have once again overthrown tyranny. Maybe it's not Game of Thrones, but it's just as important as ballroom dancing. Okay, so what can we learn from that as an actor? What can we take from that? How can we get inspired by that story? Because aren't stories just here to inspire us? About getting traction. So she had no traction at first, and then what did she do? She pulled from herself, she practiced, she listened to her heart. Yes, she fell in love with the guy, but then he ended up falling in love with her. Who wouldn't, after she took off her glasses and put on some lipstick? She was gorgeous. So with acting, I'm learning so much in my teaching. I always learn so much. I love it. My actors are so amazing. And I've said before, like, sometimes I get people that are maybe not the most talented actors, but they are so passionate. They're so passionate, and they work hard, and they learn skills, and they practice, and they practice, and they get better, and they get better. And then before I know it, they're actually like really good. And I'm like, wow, how did this happen? But I see how it happens. It's those little steps. It's like the step, one step at a time in the snow with your thing on, right? Another step, keep going. But if you're not wearing something like this in the snow, you're going to slip on your head and hurt your shoulder again, like I did. So like, what's the metaphor for this? What do we find that's going to help us with our traction? I think it comes down to excellent technique is the first thing. Excellent technique, having really strong technique, finding a process that works for you, finding that. And that could be a lot of different things. So what's your process like? What's your process for acting? Do you have a process for auditions? Do you have a process for memorization? Do you have a process for when you're actually in a show or on set? What's your process? I want you to think about that. It's helpful. Yeah, some people are like, oh, I just need to wing it and I'm fine. But Robert McKee, one of my all-time favorites, talks about like genius or talent without craft is like gasoline without an engine. It just sort of blows up. So you need to have some craft with that. And I think it comes from passion. That's kind of my theme this year is feed your passion. What's your passion? With acting, feed your passion. It comes from the passion. And then I think it also comes from starting with yourself, like she did with the Paso Doble. She like started with what she knew and her passion for dancing. It came from that. And for us, it's like, start with yourself. Where are you right now in your career? Are you where you want to be? A lot of us aren't. Most of us aren't, except for J-Law. Although she's probably like, I haven't won an Oscar for years. I'm so upset, So she probably wants something more too. But start where you are. That's what I like to do. Start where I am. And then what I'm really learning more and more, I've known this before, but I'm seeing it myself, I'm seeing it in other people too, is if you take action on what you love, it stirs the universe. And the universe is like, hey, I'm going to give her some more of that. Example is like with my studios. I took over the studio in August and I've been renovating and working like a mad woman and painting. Look, I've got green paint on my hands because I just finished my green room. It's been crazy. And then I got an opportunity to take over the unit next door to me. And I was really scared. It was a couple of weeks ago. I didn't know if I had enough money. I was like, I could do it if I can rent out the 2 offices that are in it, and then it has this enormous room that I'm making into a black box. So I did it. I took that leap, and I found renters, and it's gonna work out. So now I've got 2 amazing black boxes, and I've got all these other classrooms and all this stuff. And it's just sort of coming to me. I have a friend, I won't mention her name, but she's been working on some other stuff, and like she's been getting some attention with some other things, some opportunity for working on stuff that she loves. None of us want to be in an office. None of us want to be waiting tables, probably. And so if we stir up what we love, we're going to start. It's like the butterfly effect. You've heard about that, the little butterfly effect. The butterfly flaps its wing in South America, and then it affects the cold up in the north, and it changes weather and all that kind of stuff. But it's really true, you guys. It's really true. It's like also with my audition club kids. I have this thing called Audition Club where we meet online once a week, and I give them an audition 2 days before, and then they come and they do it. And it's a hardcore, real professional audition. And it's for some of these people were kind of in a lull, and they didn't have auditions. They don't have representation in LA right now. But it's helping them to build their confidence and stirring things up. And they're starting to get attention from people that can help them get referred to an agent, or they're just feeling like, oh, I can do this. Oh, I can memorize. Oh, I can show up. So traction, start small, start small. 1 chain link at a time, dudes. 1 chain link at a time. Find your craft, find what's going to help you, and lean into it. I know a lot of us are super busy. We have 9 to 5s. We have all a bunch of stuff. But if you can just dedicate a little bit of time, I don't know, figure it out. Figure out when you can do this. Let your passion speak to you. Let your passion speak. Okay, that's Facebook Live for today. Thank you so much. I'm going to leave a link to my audition club thing here. It's a little bit about it. You have to audition for it. You have to be a working professional, and you have to want to, get in a rhythm of being able to do weekly auditions and get yourself going. And yeah, it's $105 a month. By small and simple things, it adds up. So brilliant. What Christy was saying, that's true. Little chains, do little things. Little things. Hey, I could like put a strap on this and look, my nose fits. Oh my gosh, Lady Gaga, I've got an idea for you. I'm going to wear it to my next event. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. So glad to be here. I'm so grateful too. I just have to say how grateful I am. Things are going really well, and everything's sort of coming together, and my dreams are coming true, and it's really fun, and it's just going to get bigger and bigger. So I'm glad to have you guys along. Leave me comments. We'll see you next time. Over and out. Oh, I should close with my cute outfit on. Okay. I'll see you later. It doesn't stay on. It's not very good. In fact, I got to work on this. All right. Fashion trend. You saw it here first. Okay. Bye.